So this video is about the overview of the programs used in this DPD file. So the program is in this file called GetDPD. Either it is in an EGP file or a SAS program. It's the same. So in brief, so following the steps, the first is that we're going to have the definition of the global variables to be used in the program. The second is to identify the current path. So basically it does is that so once you copy the files into the program files into a folder, whatever the folder is, it is going to identify the name of the folder. So basically it's going to identify the string like this. Okay. So this will be done in this part. It's called the get this path, and after that is going to do some basic setting for these global variables, including the current path, the subfolder name for the downloaded zip files, the subfolder name for the final data set, the suffix of the zip files from the website, and then so what files are contained in each of the zip file, and finally the URL, the website, the web address of these files. Okay, so these are the global variables, and after that it is going to load the supporting SAS, because in this program we're going to call a lot of macros which are saved in the supporting SAS. So after that it is going to create an empty data set. This is to hold the missing drug codes. So some of the rows that are not relevant to the drug records, it does not have a drug code. So we're going to put these rows into this file. So this is for quality control. So after that, we're going to determine the input terms for all the files. Well, the input terms are going to be like this. So specifically for each file name, like this bat file, so it's going to have the variable names, the type of variable, the format, and how to read it. All right, so these are the input terms. These are going to be used when importing the data. So, and then it is going to have a list of vars, or the variables. It's also going to have other things like the type of the input type, and also whether or not that variable or any of the variable need to be formatted. This is, I guess this is basically for those state variables. Okay, so this is a part to make the input terms specifically for each file. So after that, we're going to download the files from the DPD website and put that as zips into this folder called zips. Right. Next, we're going to extract files from the zip and import the data from the files. So each of the zip file is going to have 11 or 12 txt files, right? So each of the txt files is going to have the records like this. So we're going to import the data from these individual files and put them into data sets. So basically that's what it does in this step. So after that, we're going to have lots and lots of individual data sets, like these data sets. And then we're going to link all the data from all these imported files into a big data set. And that data set will be saved in. So this part is going to create a folder called database, and it is going to have the final data set called the DPD into that folder. And after that, it's going to prepare a report for the errors during input. So the error report will be like this. So actually these rows in the original TXT file are not relevant to the drag code. But anyways, so it's going to show you the errors here. All right, so these are the steps, an overview of the steps for this program.